thank you. You trying to get me singing?
Yeah, dude. Why not?
Keep going,
You
Duck.
get a little bit of it.
Keep
The
going,
dogs,
Duck.
the dogs won't shut up.
Sing to him.
Let
No.
them know. Let them know what time it is.
Is this you're trying to get me to do my top five right away? Is
I
that what's
mean, I was
I wanted
hoping.
to hear some
I'd hope.
singing, but
I was trying to hear some singing of your favorite show tunes.
show tunes? That's what you
kid
thought this
shows.
was?
Kid shows.
My favorite Tybo's top five show tunes is what you expected.
Can you
No,
even
I
name?
mean,
Can you even
they
name
were
five?
tunes. They were tunes that were on shows, Doug. I was trying to hear 'em.
That's not
Let
what
it
show
go.
tunes are.
Let it go.
You listen to show tunes?
No.
You actually strike me as the type of person that would put on some show tunes for a road
Do
trip.
I?
Yeah.
I don't even know what qualifies as a show tune.
Right.
Yeah, you do.
So my top five is Tybo's top five kids show theme songs. Now, there is a line to draw here. I'm not no adult, no like young adult to adult cartoons. So no Family Guy, no American Dad. Even like not even anime. I'm not doing anime theme songs. Like this is like English
TVY7.
English lyrics for like I guess anything under high school age kids. Top five. I did not do any honorable mentions. No and some. But
Lame.
I mean these are bangers. These are
Yeah,
all
we'll see.
bangers.
We'll see.
These are all bangers.
Are you gonna sing them all? How else will we know
I'd
what they
like to hear a
are?
little piece from each one, just
Yeah,
as a
I
reminder.
won't. I don't know if I will remember everything or not.
Someone once told me the grass was much greener on the others. This is as told by Ginger, number five.
Oh
Um,
shit!
so this there's a couple shows on here that I didn't watch at all, or if I did watch, I don't remember anything from the show but the theme song. And the reason why this one isn't any higher up on the list is because it wasn't that popular, probably not a very recognizable song. But if you knew who Macy Gray was, which my mom had a Macy Gray song that she would play in the car a lot when I was younger, so I knew who Macy Gray was. She has a very recognizable raspy voice. She did the theme song for As Told by Ginger. Um, that the opening lyrics are what I sang at the beginning there, but just like a she was really speaking to the I I did preface this with it was for like under high school age kids, but like the angsty middle schooler that you know would be going into high school next year. Like, the kid that didn't fit in. Like she was really speaking to you. It's a very impactful theme song. It's a great song. Macy Gray's legendary too, by the way. Silence. You guys don't know ball.
I don't know that. I don't know that one. You said it's told by Ginger, and I was like, oh, okay, I've heard of it, but like never watched
I
it. I
wasn't.
don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't super familiar with that.
Well,
Old
I don't
Soul
re- I don't remember the
Typos.
show at all. I'm just talking about the song.
I don't remember anything from it other than the name of the show. Like that's it.
You
It
know,
started.
I
It started
can't have
coming
any
around
other
you
towards
don't
input.
the
have
end.
to remember it. But God.
I can't have any other input. I don't know
Number
what you're talking
four.
about.
Number four.
What do you want me to say, man?
What do I do with my hands?
Any kind of a comment, like just okay.
Cool.
Your
Number
Okay.
voice is
four.
beautiful.
Now shut up now. Now it's your time to not talk. I gave you your chance to talk. I gave you the pause. Now it's it's
We were just taking a typo pause. That's all.
it's my segment. It's my segment. Number four. When you contract a band like Simple Plan to make your theme song, it better be a banger. What's new, Scooby Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. That song, that one.
Yep.
What's new,
Banger.
Scooby Doo?
Beautiful.
Banger.
Beautiful.
Banger.
Wonderful.
Number four. That's number four? Number three, I honestly think because again, I was not a Disney Channel kid, and this is a show that I didn't really watch as a kid. But the theme song is certified. It's like plaque on the wall. This is one of the greatest kids show theme songs ever. Because if you were singing a theme song for a Disney animated show back in the day, you were putting your balls on the table. Like you were letting it all hang out. And number three is DuckTales. And
Ooh,
I think what
classic.
what really made me fall in love with the song is the video of the Huskies that like dance and get the zoomies when their owner starts singing the DuckTales theme song. That it's still a good song, but with that video kind of it set it apart because when you can get Huskies that like playing around and danger right behind you. There's a stranger. Yeah, like, come on.
I can you keep going a little bit?
Nope. Number two. I've already sang this one on air. This is the Arthur theme song. Another
Last
another
week.
That's
legendary
two.
another legendary artist to like contract to do your theme song, Ziggy Marley, the offspring of Bob Marley, one of the many offspring of Bob Marley. He hits you with a feel good brotherly love reggae song that all the children can come together and sing and hold hands.
How does that one go again?
Number one, you
Come on, man. I
guys,
can't
you
remember.
guys are you guys remember Teen Titans, and
Voted
we don't even have to mention the Teen Titans Go show that came out and ruined pretty much everything
everything.
that had to do with Teen Titans. But like the old
Really, it
school
ruined the world.
the old school Teen Titans where like Robin was depressed and he had to fight Slade and Starfire and Beast Boy or not Starfire, Raven and Beast Boy had their little like real love story. The Teen
And
Titans theme
Cyborg was
song.
just there.
Darn it. Cyborg what was so funny to me is when I had the first person to ever point this out to me was Deontay in college. Cyborg was one of my favorite characters, but when I brought that up to Deontay, he's like, "Bro, he got his ass beat like every episode." I was like, "No, he didn't." He was like, "You must be remembering this wrong." I can find compilations of Cyborg just getting his fucking ass beat on the whole Teen Titans. So maybe I like the loser characters for some reason.
No superhero was ever more ruthless than Teen Titans Robin. That guy dove off of a building into backs with just his knees.
I, Savage for sure.
You
I
gotta do what
don't.
you gotta do, man.
He, he wasn't doing much that, like just like some regular karate though. Like
No, that's all
he
it was,
wasn't.
but like he was ruthless with it.
He'd
He had
hit you
no
with some.
regard.
He'd hit you with some chops,
Dude had no regard for anyone's life. He was just like, I'm
let
coming.
alone his own. And don't let him have that staff because
Oh, do
you
not let him
wake
have
up
that staff.
on the wrong side of you. Yeah,
They did a disservice showing the Teen Titans Go.
it's the pussification of the youth, as your boomer granddad would say.
That's true.
They just had to like soften them up, like make everybody like a bubble character. And every show's about pizza.
Pizza's good though. I mean, we had that with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That okay,
No,
so
but they were still kicking ass. Like there's no real fights in Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
what's the
I have
best
I have a Michelangelo shirt that says it's pizza time.
What's the best cartoon pizza?
You look like a Donatello guy.
Me?
No.
No, when I was younger, I was a Leo guy. But after, if you know anything about the Last Ronin, you know Mikey's the best one.
Still waiting for that game to come out. They've only been teasing it for as
I
long as GTA
I
It's
don't
not
think
6.
going to come
it's
out.
not coming out.
Sad.
It's not being worked on.
I hate media.
Yeah, it came to a halt. It sucks.
It looked like it was going to be amazing too.
Yeah, it would have been it would have won. It wouldn't have even had to be. Well, let me rephrase that because games nowadays really do have to be like visually stunning to win Game of the Year. But it would have gotten a lot of traction for Game of the Year, and it wouldn't have had to be like that cutting edge or state of the art or whatever when it comes to the graphics and the visualization of it. If you just got a decent story, playable story out of it, people would go nuts for it. Absolutely nuts.
Maybe someday.
It's not going to happen.
I can still have hope for it.
Do we have hope the NFL will ever figure out what a catch is?
I think
The
we.
NFL
I
knows what a catch is. The fans
I was
just
about
don't
to
know what a
say
catch is.
it's the fans trying to interpret or skew the rules their way.
I
That's the
mean,
problem.
they
Because
have a loose
you can.
the NFL has a loose interpretation of what a catch is.
The fans have
It's
no
one
idea.
of it's one of those things where it's like pass interference. You can put as much jargon behind it as you want to, but like the eye test, and there's no good way to put that down on paper. Like the eye test is how everything like it should be very obvious to you if that was a catch or if that was a incomplete or a interception or whatever.
Well,
And
so I mean, they got
it was.
they've screwed it up many times in the past. You have what when the referees went on strike or whatever, you had the replacement refs, and you got the guy catching the Green Bay guy. I think it was the Seahawks player caught the Packers receiver who caught the ball, and they counted it an interception or whatever to end the game. And then you get the Dez thing, which is it a catch? Is it not a catch? We've had all these conversations throughout the years, and now we get to this weekend, which I am full heartedly in agreement with you guys. I think
The NFL got it
Bills
right
fans
this
are
weekend.
just upset, but the NFL got it right on both occasions.
The
You have the Devontae
Devontae
Adams
Adams
catch,
had a catch, two steps, and it was down, and the ball then came out. That's a down by contact. The Bills player never had possession of the ball. The ball never touched the ground. The defender had the ball. Interception.
and that was it. I don't know how that can be argued or misconstrued any other way.
All the Bills
Both
fans that
players,
thought that those two plays were the same and that if they were going to rule Devontae Adams as a catch and then down by contact, if you thought that was the same play that happened at the end of the
it's
Bills game,
nowhere
you're
close.
completely delusional. They did not look the same at all.
But Brandon
It's
Cooks
not
had
even
the ball in
close.
his hands.
So did the Broncos defender. They both had their hands on it. Nobody had full possession, but the ball never hit the ground.
Yeah, I think just the weirdest thing from that, for me seeing that during the game, I think it was the refs not really coming out and saying anything about it. They just pretty much went back to play. They had a few replays of it going on the TV, but they was whenever it came back to live action, it was back on the field. The refs never came out and said, "We reviewed this play. This is what happened. This is why it's that."
I don't think it was
I
ever
was like,
actively reviewed. Is the reason
no, because
why?
they ruled
Because
it an
if it's
interception on the field, but like I was expecting more of that explanation from the refs at least.
well, no, I don't think it was reviewed in the booth. Technically, like under review, because they do review pretty much every play, but it wasn't a technical under review. Otherwise, so if that's the case, which it seems like it wasn't, they didn't have to come out and say anything. You only come out and say something if it's actually
It's an
actively under
official
review.
review.
If it's not an official review, you
I
don't
don't
say
remember
anything.
it was or not. I just remember seeing that. I was like, what? Because they showed a few replays of it before they went back to game action. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. It was Saturday. Who knows?
Bills fans are sorry, and I think
And sad.
And they had to fire their coach, who's a really good coach.
I was gonna say I'm kind of in that camp with John Gruden that coaches are getting fired for shit that's not their fault, and like
It's
I don't
not,
know.
we're going to sit here and say what happened is not Sean McDermott's fault. Like his defense hasn't gotten worse since he's gotten there. Like Sean McDermott he was a defensive coordinator before getting a head coaching position. He has coached with the best of the best of them. I believe he was the defensive coordinator in Carolina with Kuechly. And then he goes and he gets a head coaching gig, and as a defensive coach. And Josh Allen really, the Bills never really have a defense while he's there outside of a year or two in his beginning stint. And the team gets worse and worse. Now, this is not to say that former GM, current president Brandon Beane is of reproach. He also should have been fired. I think he also did a horrible job, and that they got him out of the GM position,
Well,
sure, whatever.
He
He's
got
now no
promoted.
longer in charge
from
of
my
player personnel, but
from my perspective, like, well, and I know that there was that press conference where the who was the old guy that was just like kind of spilling the tea on everything in
The
that press
owner.
conference. That was the
that was the
owner.
owner. Yeah.
So he made the point about Keon Coleman that the team
Oh, that was a bad. That was horrible.
so like was that McDermott putting pressure to draft Keon Coleman, or like because whoever's been responsible for their player acquisition
It's the GM. The
needs
The
to
GM
guy
is
who
go.
got
always
promoted.
Like
responsible.
The guy who got
Bean,
promoted and was sitting right beside him
yeah,
during that whole entire interview.
Bean should have been the guy to go, and McDermott should still have a job. You bring in
I think they
somebody else
both should have been out.
who
Yeah.
you bring in somebody else who's better at player acquisition side of things, and McDermott should be fine. But I understand the business in the NFL, and coaches get fired for way less and for less tenure. So
I
I
think
mean,
honestly with McDermott, he kind of hit a wall with how far they were going. It's been proven that the longer you're with the team, the less likely you are to go ahead and win a Super Bowl. It's what top most champions, and there's what 36 NFL head coaches that have won the Super Bowl. Out of those 36, like I believe 10 to 15 of those coaches ended up winning within the first 5 years of coaching that team. There's almost nobody who wins in 5 plus years. There's been a very few circumstances where a coach has been coaching with the same team for 5 plus years and ended up winning a Super Bowl for them. So I understand that if you get to a certain point, you're not going to end up winning more
so
than
I mean,
likely with that coach, unless they are that Hall of Fame coach, which Sean McDermott more than likely right now is not that Hall of Fame coach.
no, I mean numbers wise, you might be right, but like then how do you end up being the Patriots? How do you end up being
you
Bill
have an
Belichick
outlier.
and the Patriots?
Yeah,
Like
You
there's
do. There's the
outliers of that.
outliers.
you have to, but not the outliers. They're the example. Just because everybody else, just because like the numbers show that you change head coaches and you catch fire with a roster, like build something. Keep
I
keep
mean, if you
keep some man, what am I
if you
trying to
want to
say?
use Bill as the
Consistency, like
example, I won't disagree with it because that is the as far as we know the best head coach. You have to have a quarterback that's willing to take hometown deals. He never was the one who took up. He obviously took up a larger percentage than anyone else, but he didn't take up the larger percentage that
Tom
we see
Brady
most
was
other
never
quarterbacks take.
Tom
So
Brady was never
that's
paid as like a top five quarterback or a
exactly
top three or whatever the case may
that's
be.
that's number one. You
Tom
have to
Brady
have a
was never the
quarterback
highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
willing to take a hometown discount, and then on top of that, your coach also needs to be your GM. He needs to have all control over player. Like if that's the example we're going to use, your coach also now has to be not only over game day operations and practice operations, he's got to be over player personnel as well. And that's why it worked for Bill because he was a guy that could do that because he had no life. And we found out only after he got fired from the Patriots that he got a 24-year-old girlfriend and then he was able to live his life in comfort and have fun. He didn't have a life before then. And there's no coach out there. I don't think we'll ever see another coach in the history of the NFL that is not only coach but is also GM. It's not going to happen. There's too much
But I don't
control.
I don't think you have to like you have to do the Bill thing where you have to be in control of everything like that. But you have to like you're the person who's in charge of acquiring players has to do as good of a job as Bill would be doing.
They also have to be on the same page on a consistent basis.
That's why you
And
should
that
bring
is
in a new GM and a new coach at the same time.
Yeah.
that. But also, even then, we're seeing between Andy and Brett Veach, there are some differences in like they do consistently see to the same page, but there are slight differences in the way that they approach things. And so that's why we see these off kilter years. Which again, over the longevity of a timeline, you're going to generally see consistency when two individuals in those two matchups see eye to eye, but most of the time you aren't going to see eye to eye. And that's why we don't have these tenures of individuals who've been at teams for a long time and win past that 5 year mark. Look at Tomlin.
Inherits a fantastic team from Cowher, wins the Super Bowl.
And then does nothing. And is just known for not having a losing record. Not for having won playoff games and won multiple Super Bowls, but just not losing.
Well, I on that note, I don't believe John Gruden should be a Super Bowl winning coach because that was Tony Dungy's team.
Okay.
Sweet dude.
John Gruden, not that good of a coach. Tony
John
Dungy,
Gruden. John Gruden, former coach at SEMO. Shout out.
Tony Dungy built that defense, and John Gruden called some fancy offensive plays.
Didn't Gruden also win one in Vegas?
What?
Or not Vegas in Oakland?
What?
No,
Did he not win in his first stint? I thought he won in his first stint there.
what are you talking about?
John Gruden?
As the Raiders coach. I thought he won a Super Bowl. And
Won a
did I
Super
get
Bowl.
that wrong?
He
He
played
has
against the
one Super
Raiders
Bowl.
with Tampa Bay.
One Super Bowl.
I thought he got one in Oakland during
When?
his
When
first
did they
stint.
win? When did Oakland win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, in the past 25 years.
It's a good question.
Bro, what?
That's why I'm asking the question. The question was
Tampa
asked.
Tampa Bay played Oakland in the Super Bowl.
90 he was there
That
from 98 to 2001. I'm clearly not going to remember that as a 2 year old.
You were two in 98?
Three.
That doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't
remember who
remember
won. I don't
anything
remember who won in
before
'98, but I
2000.
don't think it was Oakland. '99 was 2000 was the Ravens. Who was '99? Fuck.
Uh,
It wasn't the Raiders.
98 was Denver.
Yeah. Okay.
2001 was
The
Patriots
Rams.
over the Rams.
The Patriots. 2002 was the Bucks over the Raiders.
That was 03, wasn't it? 02 season they played in 03 though. Do you just not have a list of the Super Bowl winners, or are you like searching out
I have no
one by
idea what I'm
one?
doing. It's not doing
No,
it right.
I was just looking at something else. Yeah, we have 98. Yeah, he wasn't in any of them. So never mind.
Man,
Well,
that's
who
a
was
stupid question.
98 and 99?
1998, we have Denver and
Except the
Green Bay,
Broncos.
and the Broncos won. Then we had Denver and Atlanta in 99. In 2000, you've got
Ravens.
yeah, that was 2001.
Yeah, 2000 was what, Rams Titans?
Yes, that is correct.
So
That's why
yeah,
I was asking the question.
Tony Dungy should have a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay. John Gruden just called some plays for Joe Juravicious.
Would you call
It
him?
worked though.
and Joey Galloway, I think.
A lot of Joes out there. Shout out Joe.
No, that was a Joey. If you had the choice, would you go by Joe, Joey, or Joseph?
Wait. There's a receiver on there. Keyshawn Johnson. That's who I'm missing. Keyshawn Johnson, quarterbacked by Brad Johnson. Super Bowl winning quarterback, Brad Johnson.
Under head coach
I mean,
John
Trent
Gruden.
Dilfer won one as well.
But that defense was freaking legendary. Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, Rondé Barber. Who's the safe? John Lynch. Hell of a defense.
Who was their head coach from
Oh,
that one?
Simeon Rice. Simeon Rice on the end.
The Freak?
Fucking
No, that's Devontae.
nasty
Wrong person.
defense. Nasty defense.
Who was their head coach?
Fucking John Gruden, dude. Tony Dungy's team, man. Tony built that team.
He got one with the Colts.
Yeah, but he should have had another one.
He got his one though.
Who built this Patriots team?
Fuck
Is
if I
it
know.
is it is it not Vrabel?
Gerard Mayo.
Is this
He
potentially Gerard
drafted Drake
Mayo's Super
May.
Bowl?
It's
He
just,
did. This is Gerard Mayo's Super Bowl.
it's Gerard Mayo
Uh,
Super Bowl, dude. Mike Vrabel's
They're,
just piggybacking off what he's doing.
this
the
game.
schedule, man. The
I
fucking
how I
schedule.
mean, granted, the Patriots just went up against the league's best defense, and the defense put it on them. The Texans put it on them, made it a good game until the fourth quarter when they just couldn't stand on their own 2 feet because CJ
But the
Stroud is
Patriots also
horrible.
have a top 10 defense. They went up against one of the worst
I mean,
offenses in the
here's the
league.
thing, though.
Like,
I did not believe, and none of us did. None of us believed that the Patriots were for real, given the strength of schedule. They had a top 10 defense playing absolute scrubs. And I don't care if they're other professional teams. You're going to sit here and you're going to make fun of the Cleveland Browns, the New York Jets every single year and sit here and say how bad they are, and then come back with an argument like, oh, well, they're a professional team. No, I don't. You looked at the schedule, you looked at who they played, you said, this was weak. We don't really know what we're looking at with the Patriots. Turns out, pretty good. Or DJ Stroud is really bad.
I mean, but at
did
the
you
same
see his
time,
throws in
like
that game?
this is just a continuation of their awful schedule.
It
Like
is.
they played the Chargers in the wild card round, like they're limping into the playoffs with no offensive line. Justin Herbert's trying to do it all himself. Like
Legs cut out from underneath them.
they go up against the Texans, who I understand are literally the best defense in the NFL, where CJ Stroud is just like, here, have it back. Here, go try one more time. Here.
Great field
Like,
position.
I'm not good at this football thing. Why don't you try again? Like,
Here's the thing, and I don't think it has any impact on this game because Bo Nix is out, and honestly, even if Bo Nix played, I don't know if Broncos would really stand a chance in this game. They've won a lot of games, but they also had a very weak schedule. These two teams have the two weakest schedules in the entire NFL throughout this season. Now the Broncos are without Bo Nix, so I don't know if
well,
this game would have
this is
even necessarily told us anything.
the
I
the division winners this year. There's 7 of 8 new division winners this year. So none of those 7 teams, none of them were on a first place schedule.
and it
So we
happens.
all have that point to make here. Like, while yeah, they had by the numbers and record wise, whatever we're going on here, they had easier schedules. But this was a year of kind of upending of the things we thought we knew in the NFL. There was a lot of teams that upset teams on weeks where we thought it would be a lock, and so I think it's unfortunate that the Broncos are without their starting quarterback, because regardless of Jarrett Studham thinking that he is a starting quarterback in this league, um, there will be some sort of a drop off from Bo Nix to Jarrett Stidham, and it's just not the game that it should have been. Um, I've also heard conflicting reports on what actually happened to Bo Nix's ankle.
I think this is a soft benching for Jarrett Stidham, actually. Sean Payton was like, I know my guy. He went ahead and signed him to a backup deal. Bo Nix, you're fine. Well, you got us this far. We're going to take Jarrett the rest of the way. He's got us.
Who knows what happened to his ankle? A lot of people are saying Bo Nix broke it on the rollout. I don't really know.
Yeah, I've heard people say that it happened like in the game and on one of the last few plays on that rollout, or I've also heard that it happened in the locker room while he was celebrating.
There a lot of people will look back in the video and say, "Oh, he's limping off the field." I watched multiple different plays of him coming off the field over the last drive or walking around on the field. I really didn't see any limping. I am behind you with that, Tybo. I'm wondering if something didn't happen in the locker room. With how quickly Sean Payton came out of that locker room to his press conference and go, Bo Nix broke his ankle, and there's no video evidence that it happened in the game. And that, like, okay, if it's actually a broken ankle and he's able to walk on it without limping off the field, and it's so minimal of a fracture that he could probably play on it in an AFC championship game, hit that man up with some horse tranquilizer, some Toradol, and whatever you want. Like, he could have made it. Something had to have happened after the game was over.
You don't
And
you
the
don't
coach that's
prescribe
saying that,
ketamine for pain, bro. Oh, you don't
and
give
just
people horse
the coach,
tranquilizer for pain.
the
You might
coach
as
that's
well.
coming out and saying this that he broke it during the game is Sean Payton. You got to remember what type of guy this he is.
Oh, the guy who puts out bounties.
He didn't put out. I don't think he technically put out the bounties, but he was aware of it. He had Coach Greg Williams on his sideline with him. So, but he did get suspended from the NFL for a year.
There's a reason for that. It's because
Yeah.
it was more than known. This game's going to be awful. Vegas has this one at 5.5 point underdogs at home for the Broncos. Um, the only chance that the Broncos have at winning this game is if their defense, which has been very susceptible to good offenses, which I think we can say, at least with the schedule that they've played and the guys that they've gone up against, from what we have seen them put together, the Patriots have a pretty good offense. They've got some good weapons around there. Offensive line has been leaky,
I thought they
which
only
is
had 3, 4, and 5 receivers. No top tier
I
receivers.
you got Diggs, and then outside of Diggs,
I mean,
I'm still
Kayshon
putting
Boutte had a fantastic catch last week.
I'm still he's you're muted, Tybo. That's a fine. Tybo, we cannot hear you. You
I was
that
wondering how
is a
long he was
double
going to go.
fine. That is a double fine. You did
Why do we
not
have to
listen to the first warning.
why do we have to double it?
Because you didn't listen and you
I
kept
tried to
talking.
tell him last week that Kayshon Boutte is a good receiver, and Pop Demario Douglas, uh,
Touchdown.
I think this is his third or fourth year, but like since he was a rookie, he's been one of the more consistent guys in their practice room, um, and they like him. So, like he's a decent route runner, and he's got hands. Like you don't really hear about him dropping balls. And I mean, you saw what Booty just did this last weekend. So you need to quit talking shit on these Patriots receivers.
Hey, that maybe they're showing me a little something. I'm still not incredibly high on them, but hey, time will tell. But they're going up against the defense who, what was the number two defense only to the Texans, but they've had some games where they've been very leaky, very susceptible to pressure, haven't handled run game very well in a couple of games. Mainly look back at the Jacksonville Jaguars game where they gave up double digits and lost the game. Was it 20 points or close to against the Jaguars at home? Um, the
Where are the
Broncos defense
Jaguars
is
at now?
at home,
Oh,
about to be where the Broncos are.
They're
Only
not
way
at
they
home
win this
right
game.
now. They're not at home. They're in
Cancun.
Cancun. Yeah.
Well, the Broncos, the only chance they have in this game is if defense and special teams step up. They cannot be susceptible. They can't be leaky in any way, shape, or form. Nick Bonito is going to have the best game he's ever played, and he is very good. He's very good, but he is going to have to play well above everything that he has ever shown up to this point if they want a chance to win this game.
I'm gonna go ahead and sidetrack you here for a second. You mentioned Nick Benito right there. Indiana before the season, college football here. Shout out to Indiana winning the national championship. Absolutely
Shout out.
crazy. They had the same odds to win the national championship going into this past year as Nick Bonito. Nick Bonito has to win the Super Bowl MVP right now. 150 to 1.
Is Nick Benito's coach Kurt Signetti?
Absolutely not.
All right, then. What are we talking about?
Odds, man. We're just talking about odds.
The I'm a little disappointed about the AFC Championship game this year because whoever is representing the AFC in the Super Bowl this year, you either have a backup quarterback or it's the Patriots again. And I understand this kind of is going to fall on deaf ears coming from a Chiefs fan, but like we took over for a little bit. The Patriots shouldn't be back in this position. Like
They wanted
for
us dead, and
everybody
look at where it led them. Right back to the Patriots. 15 years in a row, it's either been the Patriots or the Chiefs in the AFC Championship.
and
15 years in a row.
I think that is annoying for all the other fans who like aren't a fan of some form of a dynasty. But
Get good.
I get good. It's a skill issue. Uh, but fuck the Patriots, man. They shouldn't be good again. They shouldn't be this good again.
We knew this would happen as soon as they brought in Vrabel. The Titans
Did we?
are a. I did. I don't know if everybody else did, but Vrabel is that good of a coach. The Titans are so dumb for letting him walk. Made it to the AFC Championship game with Ryan Tannehill as his leading quarterback.
Good point.
You got me there.
Got me there.
Like this game is not going to be fun to watch. It's either going to be all defense, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I don't think the Broncos stand a chance.
This is the early game, right?
This is the early game. This is the 2 o'clock
They
game. I'm
better
glad we're
not.
getting
They
it out of
better
the
not
way.
put that game as the
No.
evening game because Rams Seahawks is clearly the better matchup.
Well, before we get there, I guess we can go ahead and pick this one. I don't know what else to say about
We have
this.
no reason to
Both
pick. You
teams are
won.
both teams are fraudulent. Why not pick? Finish out the season. There's 3 games. I may have won. Sean may have come in last, but I want to see if Sean can go 0-3.
Whoa. I definitely can.
Tybo was our winner last week, going 2-2. Sean and I both went 1-3. To
But I
finish off
can't.
the
I
season.
can't take first.
You
Ty
can't
Bob
take first.
is
Wait, wait,
four
wait,
games
wait, wait.
ahead of me, and there's only
Sean
3 games.
cannot catch
If
you.
if hear me out. If Tybo picks opposite you every single time and he's down one game,
He can't even
somehow
time
that
me.
works out.
He's down 4 games.
We take the Pro Bowl into effect for this as well.
But the
So we
Super Bowl
can tie you.
happens after the Pro Bowl, so that wouldn't work.
Yeah, so you take 2 games, and if you get these 2 games right and he doesn't, you get to pick the Pro Bowl. If you get that right and he doesn't, you get to tie the Super Bowl.
Do they even play a fucking game for the Pro
It's
Bowl?
like
It's
No.
flag
not just like
football.
all skills
No, it's
challenge now.
flag.
Like,
It's skills challenge and
Flag
flag
football.
football.
Come on, trying to give you a chance, Tybo.
I'm fine losing. Shit happens.
Tybo, you won last week. Where are
My
you
Bob
picking?
needs the money. I'm going last.
I'll go first.
Speaking of money,
I'm taking the Patriots.
do we know the fine list here? I'm taking the Pats as
Oh,
well.
I will present all fines at the end of regulation. If
Tybo,
we're
are
gonna
you
keep
taking the Pats?
if we're gonna keep picking, I will
Well, I mean,
whenever
like you don't have a shot at winning. The board is set. We are doing this for
oh,
fun
so now it
because
matters when we know you're gonna win.
We're doing
what?
this so we can finish out the year.
I still need to collect fines throughout through while we pick, like through
Can we
the.
get an update of where we're at, though?
That's I'd like to know where we are.
I gave you a rough estimate earlier. Ty Bob has been fined the most.
I hate you.
I have been fined
I'm
the
giving you.
second most,
You've picked the Broncos.
and Sean has been fined the least.
Sean never talks. We should just give him like 10 fines for never talking.
Tybo always over talks over me.
Over talks. Yep. I
He
overtalk
does.
a lot,
He
actually.
does. You know,
Pablo, who are you picking?
Who did you pick?
He took the
I picked the
Patriots.
Broncos.
So yeah, I'll take the Broncos.
Broncos to cover. All right, 5.5. I mean, that's not whatever. The game I think we're all. This is
Ah,
really the Super Bowl. This is really the Super Bowl. It's a Ram. It's a divisional matchup for the ages. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. It is the Rams and the Seahawks. And the main question we have here that I would have is it going to be a game of Sam Darnold seeing ghosts, or does the NFL want Matt Stafford to ride out on his high horse like they did with Peyton Manning?
I think the NFL definitely wants to see
Peyton
Matthew
Peyton
Stafford ride
Manning?
out.
Peyton Manning.
Payne
Peyton Manning?
or Peyton?
Hey,
Pe-
Payne.
Whoa, shit.
mute. Good job.
He didn't mute that.
I didn't mute that. I tried
Now you just got snot and sneeze all over the listener. Look at you.
all over the listener.
Are we looking forward more to a Mike versus Mike matchup in the Super Bowl or a Sean versus Sean matchup in the Super Bowl?
Or the third straight Mike versus Sean.
I am confused.
You don't. How are you confused?
How are you confused?
It's Mike versus Sean
In both games, and we could end up with Mike versus Mike or Sean versus Sean,
or Mike versus
or
Sean.
the third straight Mike Sean.
Where
Think
got
about
it.
it. Think about it. Mike and Sean, dude. They're playing.
I was trying to figure out who the Seahawks head coach was. I still don't know.
Mike McDonald.
There we go.
I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you made that so clear. I keep forgetting, babe.
Where was that during
Every
the top
time
five?
you're near.
We
That
believe in the
Mike,
Seahawks.
that Michael McDonald,
No, Mike, not Michael.
Mike,
Mike,
Michael, Mike is short for Michael, Mike
Mikey.
McDonald.
McHale.
All right, no, no, actually not.
That's a
No,
completely different name.
mm-mm. Probably of a
Spelled the same.
differing ethnic background. If we're gonna be honest, let's talk about Ginger Cuz.
Go on.
What?
What? He said something like he's gonna see ghosts, or will he
Is he?
not?
I said, is he going to see ghosts? Is he?
Ginger Cuz.
Listen, they went what with the Vikings last year on an improbable run. He played pretty good throughout the whole season. I think he was even being considered for MVP at one point. Gets into the playoffs and then absolutely shits the bed. Now with the Seahawks and an amazing team around him, not just at the wide receiver core, but he's got the running back group. Even though Zach Charbonnet will be out for the remainder of the season, he's got a really good offensive line. The defense is a top five defense. Does he have a complete meltdown like he did last season, or do we actually see him go out and be able to perform?
I think he will struggle, but I don't think he's going to have a meltdown similar to last year's. I think he's proven that he can play up to a certain level this year, especially last week, just shellacking the 49ers. He's ready to go. Granted, that may have helped playing the team 3 times in the year, but this will be the third matchup with the Rams as well. So maybe he's accustomed to this team finally and playing against teams of the NFC West caliber. So he's going to be ready to go for this game instead of a team that he's not used to playing so much.
I did see a bunch of videos about how this path for the Seahawks playoffs is like their wet dream for playoff opponents. Getting to beat the 49ers, getting to beat the Rams, and then possibly getting to beat the Patriots. Revenge for the Malcolm Butler interception Super Bowl win.
That is pretty neat for them. If they can make it, if they can get through this game, but it's not going to be easy. Matthew Stafford playing it at MVP level still has Puka Nakua. You've got touchdown magnet, Racine, and Devontae Adams. The running back room in Los Angeles is probably just as good. Howard Williams, Blake Corum has really come on this season. Um, the defense, when they play, when they actually come to play, can be very, very scary. The question I think more so for the Rams, is their defense going to be a factor in this game?
Well, that's the thing. I think both of these teams are the two of the closest in the NFL to like complete teams. Their offenses are good, their defenses are good, but I think the difference makers in this game are the Seahawks defensive backs. Tariq Woolen is one of the best in the game right now, and the rest of his um, secondary mates are playing top tier ball. I think their secondary rivaled the Texans numbers wise. Tariq Woolen doesn't give up a lot, and he's usually covering a primary receiver. So I think the Seahawks secondary has the potential to make the plays, make help with even if it's not interceptions, if it's important third down pass breakups that get Matt Stafford off the field. I think that's the group of guys that are going to be making the difference maker plays in this game.
Yeah, you're
I
definitely not
mean,
wrong there. But I mean, the Rams on offense recently have struggled, so that is leading to the Seahawks defensive backs having big games in this championship game. Matt Stafford has struggled in the cold, and this game is going to be in Seattle, so he may have some tough throws. He's going to have to be on point the whole entire game this time to even give the Rams a chance in this game.
I will say if you're banking on Sam Darnold not sucking like you're you have to have that thought in the back of your mind that like he could go out there and just lay an egg, and this is going to be all on
And
the
their def
defense.
and their
The
defense can do
Seahawks
that.
Seahawks offense has to be operating at somewhat of a regular capacity in this game for it to go the way that I'm expecting it to go. A close game where Stafford misses one or two throws because of a good play by I mean not even like a missed throw but like the Seahawks make a good play on on an important third down and the Seahawks just get to ride it out with Kenny Walker.
I mean that's definitely possible. We've definitely
But Sam
seen the
Darnold has to
Rams.
not shit the bed is all I'm saying. Sam Darnold has to play like he has been.
The Rams offense has definitely hit a couple speed bumps over the last couple games. You've got last week against the Bears, whose defense is very leaky, and they played like a very competent team last
Do we
week.
can we find him for like the fourth time, fifth time that he said
It's
leaky? This
it's word of the day for him. Okay, leave him alone.
Word of the day,
Leaky.
word of the day, leaky.
leaky.
Um, the Bears defense has been pretty poor outside of takeaways. They've given up the most amount of yards and the most amount of points out of any defense in the league up until last week against the Rams. And the Rams the week prior played against the
I want
Panthers, whose defense is like pretty good, but still
I
that
want
whole team,
Jaquan
like the game
Brisker on
shouldn't
my
have been.
team.
Yes. But that whole
I want
Panthers team should
I
not have
want
stood a
Jaquan
chance.
Brisker and Jalen Petrie on my team. I want
I love Jalen Petrie. But go back to the games that the Seahawks and Rams have played so far this season. The first time that they played, the Rams walk away with a win. It was a very close game. You go to the second game, the Rams are up by double-digit points. I think it was 16 in the last 5 minutes, and they blew the game. The Seahawks came back and won. Sam Darnold was laying an egg the entire game and still was able to come back and win. You sit here
A
and
lot of
say as
crazy
long
shit
as
happened
Sam
in that game
Darnold,
as well, though.
Sure, but you're saying as long as Sam Darnold doesn't lay an egg, this Seahawks team can't will win. And I'm saying Sam Darnold can lay an egg, and this Seahawks team can still win. The Rams have to
Matt
put
Stafford's on
together
the other
a
side,
perfect.
bro. This is not going to be like
They've done it. The Seahawks have done it. Sam Darnold has laid an egg, and they've still won.
Didn't he throw 4 interceptions in the first game against the Rams this year and they lost by 2?
Yeah,
Like they're still in it no matter what.
it is because of the Seahawks defense. What I'm saying is the Rams, while I think Matt Stafford is a better quarterback and the offense for the Rams is better than what the Seahawks can provide, the holistic team that the Seahawks are putting out there at all three phases, offense, defense, special teams, is better. The Rams must play an absolute perfect game and then still probably get some help. And I like this Rams team a lot.
this.
I
This is
want
this
them
is
to
the
go to the Super Bowl
playoffs.
and win.
All stops are going to be made. Matt Stafford probably doesn't make every throw in this game coming up, but like he's gonna be on his P's and Q's. Like this is gonna be a competitive game. I think um like I think it's gonna be more than 21 points. Like 21 points is usually like if you can score 21 points and your defense can hold them. I fucking sound like John Madden, but 21 points is kind of that marker where like if your offense can get up above, to that point and your defense makes some stops, like you should be able to win a playoff game. And I think that mark in this game is going to be higher. Like it might not be a race to 30, but like this is going to be like a competitive game where like both teams are over 20 points, and we're talking about like a classic like dogfight back and forth.
I agree with you mainly on the Stafford thing. I think that's fine. I think probably where it needs to hit home for the Rams more is their defense. The defense actually has to come out and play. We've seen that they've been able to come out and just dominate teams. I don't think they're going to be able to dominate the Seahawks, but the defense is going to have to put up their best shift of the season if they want to make it to
Well,
the Super Bowl.
and
For
they're
all 4 quarters.
All four, there
the
cannot be a slip up.
MVPs on that defense is their D line. So the
Jared
D line is
Verse.
going to be active. Byron Young. The D line's going to be active. The D line's going to be putting on some games, and they have to be coming after Sam Darnold.
They have
We're
to
gonna
come after him.
Yeah.
shouldn't it be before?
No.
I think this game, and you guys will like this. I think this game comes down. I'm going to predict it comes down to a field goal at the very end from Mevis, the thicker kicker out of Missouri. It did. It did
That's
last week. I think it comes down to the
is
old
he
thicker kicker again.
is he on the Rams?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn. I think
I,
that's
I,
good
I can
TV. I
definitely
think
see
that's good
that.
TV.
I
make
think
great TV. You got fat kicker wearing number 92. Yeah, make great TV. It's hilarious.
I could definitely see it coming down to a situation where Mevis has probably missed a few kicks earlier in the game, and the Rams have to come down and
Not the fat
choose
kicker.
between choose between an extra point or going for two. I think they're going to go for two
So
and miss it.
one thinks the fat kicker is going to be the hero, and the other thinks the fat kicker is going to be the
I didn't
reason.
say he was going to
The
make it. I
zero.
said it's going to come down to him.
Oh,
He could be the hero.
Could be the anti-hero.
All right,
okay, Taylor,
Swifty over here,
Swifty guy.
big Swifty guy.
I wasn't even putting two and two together. She has a song called "The Anti-Hero."
Yeah.
See, it sounded a little too obvious that you're going that way.
I have no idea.
Nah, don't you're lying.
Did you guys
I
see
know
the
what you put on while you edit. I know what he cranks up.
Oh yeah?
What do we see? What are we going to ask Ty Bob?
I don't know now. I've
Oh,
been thrown off track.
by Taylor Swift. You could be getting down to this sick beat
I don't know the rest of the words.
and then proceed to deliver a very mild beat.
Beat.
Seahawks are at home and favored by 2.5 when it comes to Vegas. This is the Sunday 5:30 game. I love these 5:30 games, man. Prime time needs to be at 5:30. I don't care about the West Coast or Mountain
Prime
Time.
time.
Prime time needs to be 5:30 Central.
I concur.
Why?
So
Something's
I can
better.
go to bed at a decent time.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock's too late for you?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Hey, just
Sometimes.
do what I do and fall asleep in the middle of the game.
But then it depends. Like I will
Wake up
probably
and
be
watch the
taking a
end.
nap. I'll probably be taking a
I
nap during the Pats and Broncos game. That's for sure.
I've said this on air before, but I've fallen asleep an embarrassing amount of times in Arrowhead Stadium.
That's also because you pregame very hard.
What is that? What do you mean?
You pregame
What do you,
very hard.
My
That's
what do you
what it
pregame?
means.
mean?
Never heard of her.
Okay.
I'm taking the
I
Seahawks.
tailgate like a real Chiefs fan, but I've never heard of pregaming. I don't know what that is.
I'm taking the birds.
Do you take the Rams? I'm assuming.
I went
Uh,
first, my
uh,
friend.
yeah, you
And
should have
so
been
you
listening.
took the Rams. I'm
You'll
assuming.
find
You
you'll
should have
find
been
out
listening.
after you pick.
Who did you take, bro? Don't even play. Like we know what
Call
the
I'll
it,
give
line
you
Tybo. Call it.
call it.
What did you pick?
Call it.
He
Well,
did. Sean, did he
Sean
pick
took
the
the
Rams?
Hawks. Sean took the
Call it,
Hawks.
Tybo.
Andy's saying calling it.
Call it, Tybo.
Call what?
He
Come on,
might.
Tommy.
Oh, okay. I have to take the Rams. I have
This
the
guy
Rams.
had to this
There
guy had to
you
log in just to
go.
I didn't log into anything. I just looked at the
I
spreadsheet. I
see you on the yeah, you had to log into the sheet. I see you up
didn't
there
log. There was nothing to
taking the
log. I
taking the
just looked.
Rams. Taking the Rams. Well,
I
oh,
had to
so you
use
have a
my
shot from
resources.
the Pro Bowl from the Pro Bowl. Okay, yeah, this guy wants a shot. I'll give it to him.
I want the shot, man. No, I'm fine with losing. I'm fine with it.
Now he's stuck. He's on Twitter.
Yeah, we lost him.
I had a
All right,
client
well,
text me. This is more important than our podcast. Okay, this is bigger than you.
this is the biggest
Good thing
liar
we're
I know.
almost. Good thing we're almost done with the
Good.
episode.
I'm bound by HIPAA. I can't tell you what's going on, but like I have to respond to a text message. It's
Make sure
important.
to
It's important.
join us next time as we get close to the Super Bowl and the end of the season. And then hey, we're right around the combine and then draft day, and then bam, we're at OTAs and next season starts. Patrick Mahomes has come back for an MVP season.
Mm,
Until next time, go Chiefs.
Got to
Go
change the
Chiefs.
roster for that to happen. We need uh we need cheap good players.
Won't we all?